Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Another week has gone by. How time really flies. Now we're in the last month of year 2025 and I'm 9 weeks into my fat loss journey. When I think about when I first embarked on this journey exactly 9 weeks ago, my image at 90 kilos, it was an entirely different look from how I look at this moment. And I dare say, just from a visual appealing perspective, my face now definitely looks much more appealing compared to just a few months ago. Because back then, this face was puffy, oily, and probably just overall less energetic, so to speak. But now, when I look at my own face in all the recorded videos, I dare say I look much more photogenic. But anyway, that's enough about my self-bragging. Just want to bring another week's fat loss update to you guys. But before I reveal my weekly progress, I would greatly appreciate if you guys can just give me a thumbs up. And also maybe, just maybe, consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean a great deal to me as a small YouTube fitness creator. Thank you very much for your support. Alright, done with self-promotion and self-bragging. Let me just first put out a table there for you guys to reference in relation to what I've done in this week. And we will start from last Saturday. I'm trying to take an easy and chilled approach this time. You guys will think that I've done this kind of video so many times, so it should be very easy for me to go another round of just talking about my daily feelings for my fat loss. But I can tell you that recording a video without preparing a script in advance is a very, very difficult task. But anyway, let us start from last Saturday. So as you guys can see in the table, the morning weigh-in result was 81.7 kilos. So this is going to be reference I'm going to measure against the morning weigh-in result this morning. So what happened on last Saturday was I did 2 sessions of cardio. And prior to last Saturday, last Friday, I trained myself in the gym at night. And I did mention that I did 3 sets of hack squat. So generally speaking, after I've done 3 sets of hack squat, my leg recovery in the next few days, it was going to be sort of slow, so to speak. But last Saturday, when I did 2 sessions of cardio, in both sessions, my legs were feeling not so sluggish, which was a very good sign and an indication that my legs were recovering much faster this time. And yes, that's what happened on last Saturday. And let's fast forward to this Sunday. This Sunday, there was the morning weigh-in result suggested that there was an 0.6 kilo weight drop, which was a very good start for me to kickstart the week 9 fat loss progress. But one thing I was feeling on the last Sunday was, okay, my legs, they were recovering fine, but my brachialis and brachioradialis, these 2 small muscles you guys can see popping out on my arm, my brachioradialis and brachialis, their recovery was not very good. In particular, I want to mention my left elbow. So when you do a lot of hammer curls, your brachialis and brachioradialis, they were going to bear the most load of this movement. And as a result of that, my left elbow, because I did 3 sets of hammer curls on last Friday, the recovery for my brachialis and brachioradialis definitely wasn't very good. That's the reason why my left elbow was still feeling very sore 2 days after. And what can I say is that in a bulking environment, you guys probably can refer to one video I've done before. I think the video is called "How many sets did I do weekly to achieve FMR 26?" I did mention in that video that in a bulking environment, when I was bulking just a few months ago, I was doing on average 21 sets of hammer curls in a week. And because I was in a bulking, a caloric surplus environment, my recovery for these two small muscles, it was definitely on track. But now, because I'm in a cutting phase and in a caloric deficit environment, I definitely cannot sustain this kind of high volume. So even just 3 to 4 sets per session of hammer curls and train twice a week. So in total, like 6 to 8 sets of hammer curls, my brachialis and the brachioradialis recovery could be lagging. So less difference a bulking can make when it comes to recovery, which I'm going to mention again is in this video in the next few days of daily feelings. So let's fast forward to this Monday, and okay, just continue on the point I was just making. My brachialis and brachialis, the recovery on Monday still not entirely recovered. So that does mean that even after 3 days of training, okay, these two muscles they were still not fully recovered, and that's the reason I say never underestimate the power of the bulking when it comes to muscle growth. Even if you know how to train hard, and I would want to say that never underestimate the power of the bulking when it comes to muscle growth, particularly if you know how to train hard. Because if you know how to train hard, you are going to exert yourself even more in the gym, which means that you are going to need more calories. You're going to need more calories to help you recover from your hard training session. So yes, although I know I'm in a cutting phase now, and I shouldn't be talking about I should be talking about bulking, but sorry, if you guys want to get jacked as me, you have to go through the bulking phase first to accumulate enough muscle mass, and then once you have accumulated enough muscle mass, then you can go on a cutting phase like me to get yourself lean and more with more definition again. That would be my approach. And for that matter, if you want to know how to bulk properly, please allow me to refer to my bulking series that I've done before. In this series, I talk about the topic of bulking from 5 different angles, obviously, like what is bulking, why to bulk, who should bulk, when to bulk, and the most important, how to bulk. So for you guys who want to get absolutely huge, just like me, please watch this series. I guarantee you'll learn quite a few things from me. Anyway, that's what happened on Monday, and let's fast forward to a Tuesday. Something interesting happened on Tuesday, as you can see in the table. That okay, Tuesday morning weigh-in, there was a 0.6 weight rebound. This means that okay, despite I've done 5 hours of cardio since last Saturday, and my weight was still the same. If you've been following my fat loss journey so far, you will know that this is just another deja vu for me at this point, because I've experienced kind of a weight stagnation many times since I've been back on this journey. So not surprised at all at this moment. And I dare say, just based on the experience I've accumulated now, temporary weight rebound is bound, sorry for the pun, temporary weight rebound is bound to happen as you progress deep onto your fat loss journey. So that's my opinion at this point. And I also trained myself in the gym at night, and this time I did 3 sets of again hack squat and 3 sets of again hammer curls. Okay, nowadays my training routine is fairly fixed. I only try myself in full body split. I haven't done any other kind of split for a very long time, and also my exercise choices are fairly fixed as well. I may switch some exercises every now and then, but generally speaking, I would stick to just a few exercises for my different body parts. And I know variety is good for sometimes probably improving your training quality, but call me an old man, I'm not so old, but sometimes I just like only a few things, and I don't want to try some other things. But anyway, I did 3 sets of hack squat and 3 sets of hammer curls on Tuesday night. a very interesting, like tempted to see the recovery in the next few days because as I just mentioned, my leg recovery after hack squat could be like troublesome, and also my brachialis, brachialis and the brachioradialis recovery could be like troublesome if I've done some hammer curls. So be interested to see what's the recovery going to be in the next few days. Let's fast forward to a last Wednesday. So Wednesday morning when I woke up, I could feel that my legs they were fine, which again I wasn't surprised at this point because I've exposed my quads to this kind of harsh hack squat training quite a few rounds. So this is probably like the third or fourth round that I throw my legs at hack squat, and yes, in this round my legs were just coping very well. So that's the reason why my legs were feeling fine after just 3 sets of hack squat last night. And also my brachialis and the brachioradialis, they were feeling fine compared to just a few days ago as well. So once again, your body is much more resilient than what you give credit for. Just throw some harsh conditions to your body a few rounds, and after a few rounds, your body is definitely going to adjust to the challenge and replies with a much better response. That's generally, let's probably call it adaptation, if I can say that. But something I want to mention about why my brachialis and brachioradialis they were recovering better this time was because Tuesday night my 3 sets of hammer curls, I didn't go super heavy. I was only going probably just like medium heavy. The reason for me to say that was Tuesday night when I did my hammer curls. I think, let me just have a look at my notes. So there was one set that was heavy. The dumbbell was 34 kilos, and for that particular weight, I did 15 reps, but just one set. For the other 2 sets, I dropped my weight to 26 kilos. For that weight, I could do with 25 reps. So 26 kilos, hammer curls, could be heavy to some of you guys, but for me, in my case, because as you guys can see, these 2 muscles, they're really developed. So for me, 26 kilos for me to do hammer curls, they're considered as medium heavy. So for this kind of medium weight, I can do with high reps at 25 reps. And yeah, so because I did it like in high rep style, my recovery was definitely much better than just say heavyweight and only medium reps, like 15 reps per set. So yes, there's definitely a point for you guys, like for you guys to do high reps when you are really advanced like me. Like nowadays, most of my reps they're definitely at least 10 reps per set. And for a lot of like isolation exercises, for example, like hammer curls, I would much prefer doing 25 reps. It just gives me much better recovery and also puts less strain on my connective tissues, which is probably like one thing you guys tend to ignore when you go to weight training. You're all thinking about how to get jacked, how to get bigger muscles, but when it comes to growing muscles, you have to pay attention to all your connective tissues like joints, tendons, ligaments. And they probably matter even more than muscles because your muscles, they don't get injured very easily. But when it comes to your soft tissue, connective tissues like tendons, ligaments, that's the places where you tend to hear that, okay, guys get injured. Why? Because of like a tendon tear or like joint problem. It's not necessarily the muscle themselves have problem. So please pay attention to your connective tissues, and that's part of the reason why I prefer high reps to train as an advance. And okay, let me continue with my drift. What's happened on Wednesday? Let me see. Okay, I did 1 session of cardio at night, and this time there was no performance drop. So I just something for you guys to know is that I generally use my cardio performance to gauge how my leg recovery is going to be. If there's a significant performance drop while I'm doing my cardio, then generally is a good indication that my legs they were not recovering so well. But if there was no performance drop, then generally it's a good indication that my legs they were on track with their recovery. So yes, what happened on Wednesday night with my cardio performance did indicate that my legs were recovering just very well. And let's fast forward to this Thursday. Let me have a look at the table and the notes there. Okay, something interesting again happened on this Thursday. My Thursday morning weigh-in result was the same weight as my last Saturday's morning weigh-in result. Okay, that does mean that despite I've done 7 hours of cardio, the weight did not change at all. At this point, on Thursday morning, I almost suspect that I did not empty myself enough in the bathroom. There was still probably something left in my stomach that interfered with this morning weigh-in result. That's my thought at that point. But something else happened on Thursday was I did, as you guys can see, I did 2 sessions of a cardio, both in the morning and at night. They both felt very easy. But okay, something I want to mention is that I was feeling the threat of hunger for the first time in the Thursday afternoon when I was having a short nap. Okay, this is something that I was, well, probably the biggest threat to whether or not you can successfully lose all your body fat is the biggest threat is probably hunger. If you're hungry all the time, then there's no way you can lose all your body fat because it's just too much suffering for you, and nobody can best hunger in the end. You cannot starve yourself to death, so to speak. So luckily for me, I wasn't feeling the threat of hunger all the way until this Thursday afternoon. And when it did strike on me, the feeling definitely was not very good, because it was the first time that it occurred to me, like the threat wasn't so big, but I would dare say that if I'm going to experience this kind of feeling, the feeling of hunger, quite a few more rounds on the same day, then definitely I'm not going to tolerate myself. So for all you guys there, this is one reason why I think when you go on your fat loss journey, it'd be wise for you to divide your caloric deficit like half between your diet and exercise. For me, probably I'm distributing like higher percentage of my caloric deficit to my cardio training. The calories that I slash from my diet is probably not very big. That's the reason why I'm sort of like immune from the threat of hunger for a very long time. But okay, it's in the end it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure in the end it's going to happen. But yeah, that's the first time I've experienced this kind of a threat of hunger. Just want to report to you guys, and yeah, let's see how am I going to how am I going to feel this kind of thing in the next few weeks. I definitely hope that I'm not going to have this kind of feeling too many times, because no, it's not very good. It's probably even worse than just feeling tired. Okay, that's what happened on this Thursday. Let's fast forward to this Friday. Friday morning weigh-in result was 81.3 kilos. So this, once again, was the same result as my last Sunday's morning weigh-in result. So, okay, take it either way, but still at this point, it's like even more incomprehensible to me why my weight was like this compared to like even Tuesday morning weigh-in result. Because if you do calories out, calories in, calories out, it does suggest that I've only dropped 0.5 kilos after I've done 9 hours of cardio, which, because I can burn roughly about 950 calories per hour. So if you just do the do the simple math, then 9 hours of cardio, I should be able to lose more than 1 kilo of body fat, yet only 0.4 kilos. That's the reason why on Friday morning, this morning weighing result was even more incomprehensible to me. Well, maybe the result will finally reveal again on this Saturday, but again, my last week's prediction for this week's weight loss was only like 0.6 kilos. So Friday morning, even I was sort of disappointed at my morning weighing result, I was still optimistic that I should be able to achieve the last week's weight loss prediction. And once again, at night, I trained myself in the gym and made sure that I had a big dinner after my weight training just to help myself with my recovery. So that's what happened yesterday, and let's fast forward today. This morning, I jumped on the scale again, and not surprisingly, there was another 0.5 kilo weight drop. So once again, the bulk of this week's weight loss was only revealed on the last day, which I've experienced this too many times. This is the 6th time I've experienced this kind of a weight loss, the bulk of the weekly weight loss revealed on the last day. So once again, just deja vu for me, and one more time for me to prove to you guys that you just have to put in the hard work and have the belief that your hard work will not go unnoticed in the end. So okay, let me have a look at the table. Okay, so this week my weekly weight loss was 0.9 kilos, which, okay, I managed to beat my last week's weight loss prediction, 0.6 kilos. Very happy about this result again. But something else I want to talk about, particularly for this week, is probably the law of diminishing returns. Because as what I've recorded in the table, in this week, I have done 10 hours of cardio. And based on 950 calories per hour, if I have done 10 hours of a cardio training, mathematically, if you do calories in, calories out, then I should be able to lose 1.22 kilos. Yet in the end, I only managed to lose 0.9 kilos, and that is only 74% of the expected result. So that does tell you that, okay, at this point of time, the law of diminishing returns certainly kicks in to interfere with my fellow's result. And also, this is probably a very good example to show you guys that when you think about the energy balance, calories in, calories out, something I mentioned before is it's very important for you to treat this calories in, calories out energy balance as an equilibrium, because your daily calories in can fluctuate a lot, and also your daily calories out can fluctuate even to a high degree. There are many things that interfere with the calories in part, and also many things interfering with the calories out part. So yes, obviously the sort of a calculation I have done 9 weeks ago. Now calories in part probably still about the same, but definitely this calories out part, how many calories I'm burning daily, it's definitely changed a lot. That's part of the reason why I'm unable to lose 1.22 kilos. And yeah, just want to mention that point. And also, probably just for that matter, if you guys want to get really geeky about everything in relation to fat loss, I've also done a fat loss series. Let me just put a link there for you guys to reference. But anyway, that's the week 9 fat loss update to you guys, and hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Once again, please give a thumbs up, and also probably just consider subscribe to my channel, because I know my presentation is not very good. I'm not a big YouTube fitness channel like many other YouTube fitness channels, but what I strive to do on my channel is that I try to keep fitness real. So this is just a normal person with a full-time job, trying his best to improve his fitness, like probably in a more holistic way as compared to just a pure bodybuilding approach. I don't think pure bodybuilding approach is sort of viable for most of the guys there. And also I try to keep like everything real, in a sense that I record my daily feelings, as you guys can see. It might seem monotonous and trivial, but trust me, when you record your daily feelings and you systemize it, there's a lot of value in it. And you probably can pick a thing or two and something valuable from this video. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I know this is a small channel, and one more time, I do apologize for this kind of a not very interesting presentation, but still, if you guys enjoy this, please probably consider subscribe to this channel. All right, that's all I want to say about my week 9, and let me just make a prediction for my week 10 fat loss result. Because I've lost 0.9 kilos in this week, I'm going to say the next week is definitely going to be tougher. So let's say next week, okay, I'm going to be conservative this time. 0.5 kilos. I only predict I'm going to lose 0.5 kilos in the next week. Let's put a flag here, and I'm going to see you guys in one more week's time and see whether I can lose 0.5 kilos or not. All right, that's all I want to say for this, and I will see you guys in another week's time.